Banchero looked awesome. It was, I was kind of hoping to see Keegan Murray and have that same matchup he did against Banchero in summer league, but Murray's he's kind of gotten a little absent these last few games. Really, since the road trip started, I don't know if it's the East Coast road trip. As a rookie, that was hard on him. James Ham noted that he has some personal issues that's kind of keeping him out of the moment. So hopefully that doesn't last long. You have to give the kid a break. He's a rookie. He's 22, for a stint in professional sports like this. And, Keegan, even this early on in his career, you just know that he'll get back on track. He was playing super well before all this too. So I don't think it'll be long. I think he'll get back on track, but he did not play well on the East Coast road or just the road trip in general, because he didn't play well on Monday either. So that was something that was noteworthy. But do you have anything to say about Keegan's play during that trip?
Yeah, just for reference, in the last 4 games, he's shooting 31.4% from the field and 20% from beyond the arc, and averaging just 7 a game. Now it's after doing the exact opposite, it seemed. And as you alluded to, or as you mentioned, James Ham noted on ESPN with D'Lo and KC, which I really like them, by the way. But I don't know why I said that, but I think everybody says that. But anyways, he's got something going on, personal matters off the floor, and that can be tough for a young player. That can make it tough to be present. And I don't think, even if that wasn't going on, I wouldn't be worried about it anyways. I don't think there'd be any reason to worry. As Coach Mike Brown said, I think before the Warriors game, the rookies, they go through their ups and downs. You never know when it's going to happen. And it's prone to happen regardless of how good you are. You don't think Banchero is going to go through a few issues this year at some point. So it's just like, even if there wasn't that to kind of latch on to, there really isn't much to worry about. He did, and you can tell though that, especially in that game against the Warriors, there were just moments where he just wasn't. He didn't look like himself. He didn't look all the way focused and there. Maybe a little lost out there, and that's just not the Keegan Murray we know. So it's just not anything to worry about, regardless. But it has kind of affected the team, and it kind of underlines his importance to, their ability to win games, especially since the Kings, regardless of the fact that they've lost so many games this year to start, not so many, but they have a losing record this year. They've kept it close, and it's just those little dips in production from some of your more important players that can make all the difference. So as long as his situation gets figured out, all the better. But it just, that kind of, considering all that, kind of brings up the fact that another guy is not at all producing.
Yeah.
And when something like this happens, you have that next man up mentality. And maybe it's not like there's a ton of depth at the wing, I guess we would say. So it kind of really becomes imperative that Harrison Barnes, especially if he's not producing up until, the road trip anyways, it doesn't help that he's continuing to not produce.